Hi, I'm Tom. In this lesson I'm going to go over basic picking hand technique. Before I start, I'm just going to recap what I mentioned in my previous lesson about how to hold the pick. First, hold out your picking hand like you're going for a handshake. Then curl your first finger towards yourself. Place the pick on this finger at a 90-degree angle from the rest of your fingers, and finally grip the top of your pick with your thumb. I'm going to show you a simple open string exercise you can use to practice your picking hand accuracy. But before I do, let's look at the best way to pluck the string. As you can see, I'm resting my little finger on the body of the guitar. I'm using it as a pivot so my hand isn't just floating above the strings. Instead of just using the pick completely flat against the strings, I find it's best to angle it down about 45 degrees. This allows for a much smoother playing style, especially during longer passages. Let's try plucking a string. We're going to practice on the thinnest string, the high E, for the time being. To get the clearest sound, we're going to pick downwards and away from the guitar slightly. If we pick directly down, we're probably going to hit the string with the thumb, which would sound like this. Obviously this is not what we want, so try picking at a slight angle. This should prevent your thumb from coming into contact with the string. You'll notice I'm not moving my forearm very much at all. We only need to move our wrist and fingers slightly to get the sound out. This can be tricky for complete beginners, so practice these simple steps until you get a consistent, clear note every time you pluck. Remember, if you're hearing this sound, then something's catching on the string. Take it slow and you should be able to work out the problem. The way the guitar is tuned allows us to play an arpeggio or broken chord with some of the open strings. Starting with the low E string, that sounds like this. If we keep repeating this and reversing it when we reach the high E string, we get this simple pattern. This is the exercise we're going to practice to help our picking hand improve. We start on the low E string and pluck it firmly. We then skip over the A and the D string, being very careful not to pluck them on the way. And we play the G, B and E strings one after another. We then play the B again, the G, skip back over the D and the A to the E string. Every time we pluck downwards towards the floor. We want to pluck hard enough to get the string to sound, but we want to keep a fairly light touch so we don't hit the extra strings. Play this slowly each time you practice, keeping each note at an equal length. You should start to feel more comfortable plucking the strings in no time. The next video will focus on combining the left and right hands together. If you need more help with your fretting hand, then please have a look at my other video, Fretting Hand Basics. Thanks for watching.